When you look at your career, you're doing publicity, you're writing books, you're doing movies. What is your absolute favorite thing to do? The movies?
Yeah, I'd have to say the films because, I'm sort of positioning myself as a Boston Woody Allen type. I mean, that's my, I guess you could say that's a mentor. I like to be an auteur, which is basically I like to write, direct, and star in my own intimate and personal stories. And if I never end up striking real major league success in terms of, huge finances, I wouldn't doubt that I'll be an 80-year-old man still sort of making these stories about all the different, trials and tribulations I've had in the world. My latest film is called My Father's Teeth.
Yeah, let's talk about
I shot with my real father. And we're actually having a great screening of it tonight at the Hammer Museum on the UCLA campus. So I'm excited about that. And we have it submitted to Sundance and Slam Dance Film Festival. But it's about, and this is based on a true story. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing for my father, but he had dentures. And one night last year for New Year's, we were out at a historic place on Hollywood Boulevard called the Frolic Room, the dive bar where Charles Bukowski used to party at. And, it was New Year's, so we had a little bit of champagne. And so my father ended up actually losing his teeth that night. We couldn't find them. So the next day we woke up and I had to call, and I'm calling all these places. Did you guys happen to find a pair of teeth? It was hilarious reaction. So I sat down couple weeks later. I decided, you know what? That would be a great autobiographical film. And so I wrote a short screenplay about it, and we executed it about a month ago. My dad flew out from Boston, and I really like what we have. And it's, I got it out at the festival circuit now, and you can watch the trailer as well. I believe I sent it to you, January.
Oh,
you can witness that on my Vimeo account as well.
Yeah, the trailer is an absolute hoot, and I really could relate to it because both my mom and my father had false teeth dentures, and every night they would put them in a glass on each side of the bed. They'd put their teeth there before they went to bed. So I grew up looking at false teeth, and then when my father's teeth came, I watched the trailer and I laughed because I can't imagine what would happen to my father if he lost his teeth. Has he ever done any acting before, or was this his first movie?
Well, my dad starred in the film Frank Flutie as well, which we've been taking around the festival circuit. He's been in a couple others, but I mean, as I said, he's just a natural. He's a personality, and he's kind of got the good heart to know that this is my passion and what I love to do, and we're best friends, so we love to spend time together. And he's coming out for Thanksgiving, and I think I might have to write another piece for him because the reaction has been unbelievable, and we couldn't have had more fun doing it. So it's great.
He's truly a talent. He's a natural. The camera loves him. Actually, the camera adores him. And I hope that when he goes to the Oscars after he's nominated, I hope he'll take you along as his escort.
He better. I'll be his bodyguard. So all the pretty women don't try to get him on the red carpet,
Welcome back to Real Fast January Jones and Real Fast Josh Mitchell. Josh, briefly, could you share your website information one more time for our listeners?
Sure. It's Vimeo.com/pick-and-roll. PICKNROLL. And my publicity firm is just simply wickedpissapublicity.com. And again, it's WICKID.
Wickid Pissa and the video.com.
Vimeo. It's VIMEO.com.
Okay, I got it. I'm writing that down. Hope everyone will go and check out Josh's website's fabulous. And at his website, you can go and watch some of the trailers for the films that he's made. Josh, you've had quite an interesting success story. You left Boston, you came to Hollywood. When you look back on this journey that you've taken, do you have any advice that you would give our listeners, people who are thinking of becoming subversive comedic wits, or do you have any things that you wish you could do over?
My biggest advice would be to don't wait for somebody to knock on your door. Knock the door down. I've learned that most of my success has come from putting in the initiative myself. You know, you can't wait for opportunities in Hollywood or in the entertainment world. It just doesn't happen that way. So you got to consistently be creating stuff. You know, content is king in LA. So don't wait for somebody to think that you might be the perfect person for a part. Write your own part, you know? Create your own path, and then you'll be so good that nobody will be able to say no to you.
Okay. Do you have any regrets?
Not really. I mean, one thing that stands out a little bit is that when I was in high school, I felt like I could have revolutionized the drama program a little bit more. There was a lot of bias towards drama kids at this sort of world during the 80s, and I feel like I could have been more of a leader. And you know, my mother used to always tell me she would say, "Listen, Arnold Schwarzenegger is a drama guy." You know, it's like people would think of drama kids as sort of I don't know, dainty individuals or something. And you know, I could have really stood at the forefront. So you know, if I had a time travel machine, I would go back and sort of, you know, try to be more of a mouthpiece for that, because it became my biggest passion. So.
And you know, it's interesting, like most of the drama kids and the band kids, somehow they get this kind of a geek reputation, but the reality is they are probably the most innovative and creative people within the system. Don't you agree?
Exactly. You got it. You feel my sentiments then. I mean, last time I checked, I think Brad Pitt is kind of a cool drama kid, right?
Yeah. Now, did you do drama in college, or you just did journalism?
I was actually editor-in-chief of the school newspaper and a DJ in college. So that took up a lot of my time. So that was great. I got to be creative on the airwaves, and I got to publish a lot of compelling and insightful pieces and profiles on, you know, unique individuals that were attending the school, or, you know, some guest lecturers that we had come in. So that was really valuable. I mean, the time I had at Roger Williams was really great because it was a small school, so you got a lot of attention from the teachers, and it wasn't too far from Providence, so I was able to go and see a lot of Broadway shows. And, you know, escaped to Newport, Rhode Island for the beaches. So my time was just unbelievable in college.
You're doing publicity, writing, directing. What's your next project going to be?
So I'm in pre-production right now on a new piece I wrote called The Fruit of the Fungus. And it's about a truffle hunter. Yeah, it's an interesting story. Again, you know, I like to center my creative pieces around a unique occupation, and I kind of got fascinated with, you know, the luxury of these truffles. And when I say truffles, I'm talking about rare underground nuggets that are digged up and sold for expensive amounts to unbelievable chefs around the world. So it's kind of about a family piece about a brother and sister who are estranged, and then a dying father that leaves them a map to a truffle orchard that he hid. And it's sort of a race to whoever can get there first. So I'm pretty excited. I plan to shoot it next month. I'm casting now. I'm raising some funds. And the script has got some great responses. So I'm ready to turn those cameras on again. That's what I live for.
Well, I can't wait to see it and hear about it, and I love what your father did. I also want to submit my resume if you're ever looking for a 70-year-old granny. Here I am.
You got it.
Yeah.
to make the world go round. I believe film should be mirrors to society. So we're never too young, too old to be in a movie because they should represent life, and we're living in it. So we are walking ponds in the film world. I love it.
Wonderful. And I've loved having you on the show. Thank you so much. It's been a delight to finally meet you. I've worked with so many of your clients. You're a great publicist. Thank you, Josh Mitchell, and I hope you will come back and visit with us again.
January, I can't articulate how much I appreciate all the support, and I really look forward to continuing our relationship, and the pleasure has been all mine.
Me too.